Let's study redox reactions today. Redox reactions are those reactions in which oxidation and reduction occurs together or simultaneously. Reactions in which oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously are called redox reactions. Now, if we break redox word, it can be broken up into two parts: reduction and oxidation. Oxidation and reduction together make redox reaction. To understand redox reactions, we must know what is reduction and oxidation. Now let's study oxidation first. As it is clear from the name, as it is clear from this word oxidation, it is addition of oxygen. This word is made up by these two words. Oxy means oxygen and dation means addition. So oxidation is addition of oxygen. Let's define it. A reaction in which addition of oxygen is done to a substance is known as oxidation reaction, or a reaction in which removal of hydrogen occurs from a substance is known as reduction. So oxidation is defined in two ways. Either it is addition of oxygen or it is removal of hydrogen. Now let's start with reduction. Reduction is just opposite of oxidation. Reduction reactions are opposite of oxidation. A reaction in which substance gains hydrogen or loses oxygen. So it is exactly opposite of oxidation, because in oxidation oxygen is added, whereas in reduction oxygen is removed. In reduction hydrogen is added and in oxidation hydrogen is removed. So they are just opposite of each other. Let's understand oxidation and reduction with the help of examples. Copper is combining with oxygen and we are getting copper oxide. This reaction occurs when we heat copper with oxygen. As copper combines with oxygen, so copper is showing oxidation, because we have done that. What is oxidation? Addition of oxygen. So oxygen is being added to copper. So oxygen is being added to copper, therefore copper is showing oxidation. It's clear what is oxidation. Now let's continue it. Here in this reaction, when copper oxide is made to react with hydrogen, we get copper and water. From copper oxide we are getting copper, and from hydrogen we are getting water. Copper oxide is getting converted to copper by loss of oxygen, and hydrogen is getting converted to water by gain of oxygen. So loss of oxygen is reduction. So copper oxide is reduced. Hydrogen is being transferred to water by gain of oxygen. So gain of oxygen is oxidation. So copper oxide is reduced and hydrogen is oxidized. Both the species which will be oxidized or reduced, they occur on reactant site. As you can see, copper oxide is reduced by loss of oxygen and hydrogen is oxidized by gain of oxygen. The substance which shows oxidation or reduction will always occur on reactant site. So it will help us to find out correct answer. Now let's study what is an oxidizing agent. The substance which helps in oxidation is known as oxidizing agent. Agents are those which are helping us in a particular process. So oxidizing agent is a substance which helps in oxidation. It itself do not show oxidation, but it helps in oxidation. So Let's discuss role of oxidizing agent. It either gives oxygen or it removes hydrogen from a substance. This is the role of oxidizing agent. It either gives oxygen or remove hydrogen from a substance. As it gives oxygen to other substance, so it helps in oxidation, thus it is known as oxidizing agent. Here in this example, oxidizing agent, let's try to find out oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent is copper oxide because it is helping in oxidation of hydrogen. It is providing oxygen to hydrogen. So oxidizing agent is copper oxide in this process as it is helping in oxidation. Let's define reducing agent. The substance which helps in reduction is known as reducing agent. The substance which helps in oxidation is simply oxidizing agent, and the substance which helps in reduction is reducing agent. It gives either hydrogen or it removes oxygen from a substance. This is role of oxidizing agent. It gives either hydrogen or it removes oxygen from a substance. As it gives hydrogen to other substance, so it helps in reduction, thus it acts as an oxidizing agent. Simple, it's very simple. Reducing agent is that substance which helps in reduction by giving hydrogen. Reducing agent itself always gets oxidized. Oxidizing agent itself gets reduced and reducing agent itself gets oxidized always. So, reducing agent in previous example was hydrogen, as hydrogen itself was getting oxidized. It will become more clear when we consider one more example. Zinc oxide plus carbon, they react with each other to give zinc and carbon monoxide. Carbon is converted to carbon monoxide by gain of oxygen, and zinc oxide is converted to zinc by removal of oxygen. So, oxidation is shown by carbon as it is showing gain of oxygen, and reduction is shown by zinc oxide as it is showing removal of oxygen. Now let's find out oxidizing agent and reducing agent. In the definitions, we have learned that oxidizing agent is that substance which itself gets reduced. So oxidizing agent is zinc oxide as itself gets reduced. It is losing oxygen. By losing oxygen, it is helping carbon to show oxidation. So it is helping in oxidation of carbon. It acts as a reducing agent. It acts as a oxidizing agent. Zinc oxide acts as a oxidizing agent because it helps in oxidation of carbon by giving oxygen. Itself it will get reduced and helps in oxidation. Reducing agent is carbon. How it is reducing agent? Because itself it's showing oxidation. By gaining oxygen from zinc, it is helping in reduction. As it is helping in reduction, so it acts as reducing agent. Reducing agent always gets oxidized, and oxidizing agent always itself gets reduced. Let's take one more example. Manganese oxide is reacting with HCl to give manganese chloride, water and chlorine. I repeat, manganese dioxide is reacting with HCl to give manganese chloride, water and chlorine. Manganese oxide is being connected with manganese chloride because they are converting into each other, and hydrochloric acid HCl is connected with water and chlorine. As they are being transferred into each other, I have put two arrows, one above water and one above chlorine, because HCl is being transferred to water as well as chlorine. When HCl gets transferred to water and chlorine, it is showing gain of oxygen. HCl is transferred to water by gain of oxygen. and HCl is transferred to chlorine by loss of hydrogen. So gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen is oxidation. So HCl is showing oxidation. Whether you consider HCl with water or HCl with chlorine, both the process HCl is showing oxidation. Manganese dioxide is being converted to manganese chloride by loss of oxygen. So reduction is occurring for manganese dioxide. Now let's find out oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Oxidizing agent is that substance which itself shows reduction. So manganese dioxide is showing reduction. Thus it acts as oxidizing agent. Hydrochloric acid HCl is showing oxidation. So it will act as reducing agent. Remember this line. Oxidizing agent itself gets reduced and reducing agent itself gets oxidized. It is showing reduction. Manganese dioxide is showing reduction. So it is acting as oxidizing agent. Hydrogen chloride is showing oxidation. So it is acting as oxidizing agent. Hopefully your concept is clear. Please do more practice by taking equations. Thank you.